Next up is the Yamaha R1. Well, what can be said about this bike that hasn't already been told? The R1's name precedes it, and many a rider will admit to have been scared to death whilst riding one of these. The R1 was introduced as direct competition for the all-conquering Fireblade, and what a good job it did, going straight in as the sports bike to own. Many Blade owners switched camps after hearing about the new tearaway, and it's highly unlikely that any of them were disappointed. Surprisingly, like the Fireblade, the R1 has never performed overly well on the track, though I'm sure both Honda and Yamaha will have something to say about that this year, with both a new Blade and R1 being available. Well, that's enough of bike number one. Let's see what we've got as bike number two, the Yamaha R1. What do we think to the looks of this?
Awesome looking bike.
It's great, isn't
Very
it? Very
sleek.
Yes.
Bundles of attitude.
Yeah, and you match it.
Absolutely.
Which is always handy. So have you ever been on one of these before?
No, my best mate used to have one, but I never went on it, but I look forward to the challenge.
Did he used to rave about it?
You could say that, yeah.
Oh, you're going to have to be careful what you say there when you get back. Well, get your helmet on and let us know what you think. The R1 Kevin is riding is a 2001 model priced at £6,500. The R1 was originally introduced in 1998 and was based around current Grand Prix technology. It featured an engine and chassis that were highly influenced by the work of the Yamaha racing divisions. This 2001 R1 has benefited from 3 years of development and as a result is no longer the race-focused bike its predecessors were. Today's sports bike riders are looking towards real-world rideability, and manufacturers like Yamaha are responding by making their bikes more usable in everyday life, to a point. R1s need checking closely for signs of abuse, both the one-wheeled and the track variety. As usual, check for accident damage, and if you come across any, then move on, as there are many tidy R1s out there. So Kevin, the Yamaha R1, what do we think?
Didn't live up to expectations, to be honest.
Oh, why?
I don't know, just it's not the bike for me, I don't feel.
Oh, I thought you'd come back with loads of gumption thinking you loved it. These things are rockets.
Maybe on the track, but not on the road.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was there something wrong with the actual bike, do you think? Or...
I feel it's too small for me.
Really?
Yeah, whereas the Blade was slightly bigger.
So it's not the performance?
The performance wasn't what I expected either.
It must be the bike. It must be this particular bike.
Possibly, yeah. There's probably people all over the country with R1 shouting at the TV at the moment. Yeah. But it just wasn't for me.
Really?
Really.
So you don't think it's necessarily this bike, you think it's the size of it?
The size of the bike, the feel of the bike, but I also think that this bike may not be up to spec.
May not be up to spec. So, I mean, tell me, was the power wasn't there?
No.
Which is amazing. Brakes?
Okay.
Handling?
The handling was quite good.
A bit of something positive, great. Yeah, and just what comfort-wise? How's the seat?
No, it's not very comfortable. I feel it's too small.
Oh my goodness, I thought you'd come back like a giddy kipper on this one, I must say.
I must admit this was the one I was looking forward to, and it's...
Your mate's going to be gutted.
I know, yeah, I feel devastated.
Oh, you sound it. My goodness, before you get too depressed, let's go to the scoreboard. So Kevin, what do you give it for style?
9. It's an awesome looking bike.
And performance?
I'd give this bike a 6, but I think other R1s would probably get a higher mark.
And what about practicality?
A 5. If it was your only bike, it could be a little bit impractical.
And reliability?
Yamaha are bulletproof like Honda, so I'd give it an 8.
And value for money?
I'd give it a 6.